Dear students, today's topic is industrial market segmentation and nested approach to segmentation. Let us see what is meant by market segmentation. Market segmentation is the process of identifying groups of consumers with similar needs and purchasing a product that which meets those needs. So industrial marketing segmentation is an important in sales and marketing. It is a scheme for the business and customers to guide strategic and techniques. Industrial marketing segmentation is a complex procedure. The market segmentation provides their benefits like determining market attractiveness and opportunity by analyzing the markets. So segmentation can be based on macro and micro variables. So micro and macro sales are the two different methods of segmentation, which is the process of dividing the entire market into different groups of the basis of different variables. So macro segmentation is always broader in scope than micro segmentation, which focus the target on a small customer base. In macro segmentation, the information on macro variables can be obtained through secondary sources of information such as the internet, trade directories, business magazines, government publications, and company sources. In that, first one, company or organizational size. So it will be implied in all the levels of organization structure. It is also be a good rough indicators of the potential business for a company. And the second one, geographical location. Under this, the market is divided according to the place or location such as urban and rural, north and south, etc. It tells a company a lot about culture and communication requirements. The third one, SIC, core, that is nothing but standard industry classification, which is originated in the United Kingdoms. The SIC classes is a system for clarifying or classifying industries by a 4-digit code. The SIC system is also used by agencies in other countries like United Kingdoms. Then the next one, purchasing situation. This is another relatively theoretically and unused criteria in the real life. A component of an external influence on consumer buying behavior that represents the conditions such as environmental emotion states. As a result of increasing competition and globalization in the industries. Next one, decision making stage. This criteria can only apply to newcomers, like identify the decisions, gather relevant information, identify the alternates, weightage the evidence, choose among the alternates, like action, it take action, review the decision. And another one is benefit segmentation. In this, it is nothing but dividing the market based upon the perceived values, benefits or advantages customer perceives that they receive from the products or services. The market based upon quality, performance, customer services, special features or another benefits. Then next one, types of institutions. It has both formal and informal institutions. Consider abstractly have both objectives and subjective aspects, like example including money and marriage. As institutional buyers cuts procurement cost, they are focused to reduce the number of suppliers. This makes the buying situation already the I experience one and the suppliers that is normally involved at the beginning of the decision making process. And the next one, customer business. Customers are the individuals and business that purchase the products. Customer relationship to identify ways to improve service and products. And the next one, purchasing strategies or the action that purchasing department may take to achieve the objectives or goal. And the last one, supply chain position. It will be includes production, operative, supervisor or managers. A customer business model affects where and how they buy. Like engineering, quality managers, production planner, purchasing managers, production warehouse managers. Next one, micro segmentation is essential for the implementation of the concept. Micro segmentation focus on factors that matter in the daily businesses, and it is involved in purchasing strategies, structure of the decision making. Unit can be one of the most effective criteria. Perceived importance of the product, attitudes towards the suppliers. So in segmentation we have the two types, that is a people oriented approach and benefit oriented approach. In people oriented approach we can see geographical segmentation, demographic segmentation and psychographic or psychology segmentation. In people oriented they are seeing a benefits pattern, use pattern, loyalty status segmentation. So these are the market segmentation or industrial market segmentation. Conclusion of marketing segmentation. Segmentation is a fundamental to the marketing process. Segmentation is only a tool, never stop observing and questioning. So in this segmentation, the role of market segmentation will be development and implementation of market drive strategies. Next topic is nested approach to segmentation. So nested approach manager can determine the best segmentation method. It is moving from the outer nest towards the inner. This criteria or demographic, operating variables, customers, purchasing approaches, situational factors and personal characteristics. So they proposed the uses of the following 5 generals: segmentation criteria or demographic, then operating variables, purchasing approaches, situational factors and the last one, personal characteristics. First one, demographic. In this demographic, it classified into 3 types, that is industry, company size and customer location. So industry, which industry should be survive, like mobile phones, manufacturing industries, and company size, what size of the company should be survive, like medium and large size of the companies. And the last one, location, what geographical areas should be survive, all the areas in the world or Southeast Asian India. It is called as a demography. Second one, operating variables. In this, they are all be classified into again 3 types, that is a company technology, product or brand use status, customers capabilities. So in technology, what the customers technology should they focus on it, and users or non-user status, they should be survive like heavy users, medium users, light users or non-users. In customer capability, they should be survive customers needing many or few services. In this way, they are going to approach as an operating variables. Next, third one, purchasing approaches. So in this, it is classified, that is called as a purchasing functions, power structure,
buyer-seller relationship, purchasing policies, and purchasing criteria. So, the organization of the purchasing function to some extent determines the size and operation of a companies like a purchasing units. General purchasing policies, they should be service companies that prefer for the leasing services, and purchasing criteria should be service as a company that are seeking a quality of services or prices. So, the power structure, the nature of buyer-seller relationship and general purchasing policies all affects for the purchasing criteria. It is a benefit segmentation in the customer goods market is the process of segmenting a market in terms of a reason why the customer is going to buy the product. Fourth one, situational factors. It includes urgency of order, product application, size of order. Next one, that is called as a specific application. In this urgency, they should survey a company that need quick and sudden delivery or services to the customer. Specific application, they should be focused on certain application of their products rather than all applications. And size of order, they should be also focused on large or small orders or medium orders, and also up to this point they have to focus on the grouping of customers companies. Situational factors resembles for operating variables, but it has a temporary and require a more detailed knowledge of the customers. The last one, personal characteristics. It includes buyer seller and attitudes and loyalties. So, the buyer seller similarity, they should focus survey companies those people and values are similar to their or ours. So, they have to observe the attitudes towards risk of the customers. They have to take the risk taking, and they have to see as a loyalty of the companies like I loyalty to their suppliers. Personal characteristics, companies can segment a market in terms of their preference. Data on personal characteristics are expensive and difficult to gather the customers. So next one, target marketing. A target market refers to a group of potential customers to whom a company wants to sell its products and services. A target market is one of the part or subset of the total market for its goods or services. A target market is a group of customers within a business serviceable available markets at which the business aims its marketing effects and resources. Target market can also include end users, companies, procurements, managers, company bosses, internal sales agents, audience, etc. So the basis of target marketing is as follows, like age, gender, interests, geographic location, need, occupation. So why target marketing is needed? Because organization can use similar kind of strategies to promote their products, and also they can adopt more focused approaches in case of targeting target market. So they have to select the target market to know the to understand the lifestyle of customers, age group of individuals, income of consumers, educational and professional of a people, genders, spending capacity of the customer or income of a customers, mentality and though process of customers, and social status, kinds of environment, individual or expressed. So in this we have to understand that target marketing has huge potential both for the benefit of their business and for customers in need of service or product. Next point, positioning. So it refers to the process of establishing the image or identify of a brand or product so that consumer perceives it in a certain way. There are the types of positioning like functional, symbolic, and experimental position. The process of creating an image of a product in the minds of consumers is called as a positioning. So it helps us to create first impression of a brand in the minds of target audience. A good position strategy relevance the marketing effects and helps a buyer move from knowledge of a product or service to its purchase. So target market analysis, it is one of the best for any positioning analysis to gain or through knowledge of a product or service to focus on the target market. So it also a good idea of wants, needs and interest of the product or services. Target market is a good marketing team can help for developing a positional statement to to reach as much of target market as possible. So we have to understand target marketing and positioning are central elements of a marketing tools.
In conclusion, positioning is the act of designing the company's offering and image of a occupy a distinctive place in the minds of target market. It is one of the key element of marketing.